You got your drink? I got my drink? Well, kinda. Welcome to my wedding Q&A, you guys. I'm so excited that we're doing this. I told you guys that Alex and I are getting married in like a week, I think, over on my Instagram, and you guys had a lot of questions and we're gonna go through them today. Just a little backstory, actually. We're leaving for our flight to Europe tomorrow. I can't believe I'm so excited it's finally here. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have like so many wedding prep things to do today, like up until tomorrow, to where I'm not gonna believe that we're actually going until we're sitting on the plane in the air going over the pond. Anyway, you guys, let's get right down to your questions. I'm gonna start giving you guys some backstory in case you're new here. Alex and I have been dating for over 2 years. He proposed to me May of last year, so we've been engaged for over a year now. And we were kind of like struggling what to do with our wedding, but things fell into place at the very last minute. And tomorrow we are leaving to go to Europe and have a very small, intimate wedding ceremony in Paris. Okay, so we're gonna start off. I'm gonna kind of consolidate this question because I got a lot about what are you guys doing? Where is your ceremony? Essentially, what's the plan? So that's why I'm gonna call this question. What is the plan for y'all's wedding? You see, what had happened was we had been engaged for a year, like over a year at this point, and we couldn't really decide what we wanted to do. But during the time that we were thinking about our wedding, we also moved into a new house that needs remodeling. I switched jobs. I'm currently still in the transition of switching my job. So we just kind of had a lot of other priorities going on, like big priorities that also cost money. So wedding wasn't on like our time horizon until my mom reached out and she was like, hey, you know that the entire family is going on this family trip that we had booked to Europe for over 3 years. Like it was a pre-COVID trip that just got pushed out because of COVID. Everybody was going on it now, and Alex was of course invited, and she was like, I found a wedding photographer in Paris. Do you just want to have a wedding reception there? Keep it super low key, and that way you guys don't have to worry about your wedding anymore. And we were like, that's kind of perfect. We love destination weddings. We just loved that idea, and we got married in Bermuda, and we just like the idea of having it be special because it's like in a special place. So my mom and my sister they've kind of been our like wedding planners. My sister is going to, I need more coffee, not wedding conductor, she's the officiator. She's gonna be officiating our wedding. So that's kind of our plan. Super low-key, super last minute. I'm not really overseeing any of it. I'm like, tell me where I need to be and I will be there. Thank you so much for helping me. Like that's kind of what we're doing. It's gonna be really interesting though throughout this whole thing, because if you had a destination wedding, you know it takes a lot of planning, but also we're doing vacation first and then the wedding at the very end. So it's like making sure that you can steam your dress so it doesn't look so wrinkly crinkly, and like making sure I still fit into my dress by the time that we get after vacation and stuff like that. And it's gonna be really interesting, you guys. So here's 2 questions in one. Are you doing a first look and are you doing a bridal party? And the answer is yes to the first look, because essentially what we're gonna be doing is like Alex and I are gonna be at a hotel, coming out of the hotel together, and then meeting at some monument in Paris to take pictures, and then gonna have our wedding. And so it's literally just gonna be my immediate family and Alex. So I kind of told them, I was like, hey, like it's gonna be really anticlimactic if we just walk out of like a hotel room and see each other. So I was like, can we do a first look, because I know that we have to arrive here together to take pictures. So can we make it a little bit more special by, you know, doing that first look? They said yes, so we're gonna do something like that. The other question is, are you doing a bridal party? And no, whenever we got engaged, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my wedding, but I knew exactly what I wanted to do with my bridal party and my bachelorette party. I wanted to do some sort of like lake weekend, and me and the girls just kind of like chill on a boat, go tubing, and just kind of hang out. But unfortunately, like all this stuff, all this wedding stuff, it just kind of came at a really fast-paced time where, like I mentioned, Alex and I had so many other things going on that required our attention, and then it was like, bam, the wedding is here. So we didn't really get to do that, nor do we really have the budget for that. And all my friends that I wanted to be in my bridal party, like they're all in different parts of their lives, and they're all starting new things right now. Some of them are like in medical school, some of them are in law school. So I just thought it would be best for everyone if we just like didn't do that. And that's why we're not really having a bridal party. It's just because it's gonna be a really family, very intimate wedding. Okay, someone asked, what is your wedding color? My wedding color is actually terracotta. And I think it's hilarious because throughout this entire process, like I have been very hands-off, anti-bridezilla kind of thing. I've really let my mom and my sister kind of just go at it and do whatever they think is necessary. But they called me on the phone and they were like, Brittany, you have to tell us. Like, we know that you're gonna be super chill, and then the day of you're gonna be like, why is this? Why is this? And I was like, no, it's fine, just whatever you want. And they were like, pick one. And so like orange has always been like my favorite color, and I just really like that rusty color. So I picked terracotta, and I think it's gonna go well with like our florals that we're gonna choose. We're literally going to a Parisian flower shop and picking out florals the morning of the wedding and just kind of going it like that. And I think that's gonna be really cool, like very memorable. But boys will have like terracotta bow ties and handkerchiefs, and I think it's just gonna look really cute and very on theme with Paris. So here's another 2-in-1 question. Someone said, is this trip to Europe also your honeymoon, and are you excited about just being in Europe as well? Yeah, so I'm super excited about being in Europe. I've been to Europe once before, like 10 years ago, really long time ago, but I have been to Paris before, so I'm kind of excited because I'm the one that can like kind of try to tell us what's what and lead us around. I'm just excited to watch Alex. He has never been to Europe before, and I keep telling him he speaks fluent Spanish. And I keep telling him, like, that could come in handy, you know, because it's a romance language, but at the same time, if you don't like really try with your French, the Parisians are gonna be pissed at you. And he keeps like making fun of it, and I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like, they're gonna be so mean to you if you do that in Paris. But I'm just excited to kind of watch him go through the cultural experience of, you know, going to Europe and being completely immersed in a different culture, and just kind of experience the food and the people and the architecture. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful over there. So like, I kind of have an idea of what to expect, but I'm just excited about watching Alex experience it for the first time, because it's really something else. This trip to Europe is not our honeymoon though. I don't really know when we're gonna do our honeymoon. I think we might do something for like our 1-year anniversary, just because you guys know it's like crazy busy in our lives right now. So we want to have our honeymoon at a time where we can both truly be present. The reason why Europe is not our honeymoon is mostly because we're getting married at the end of the Europe trip, and my family will be there. We love our family so much, but we want our honeymoon to just be the two of us. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. We're just gonna experience Europe for our wedding and then kind of go from there after that. Hello, Mr. Sir.
Hello, I got you your little pick-me-up here.
Thank you. To a man that delivers you coffee during the day. Do you want to actually, I need you. You want to pull up a chair?
Yeah.
We have some questions for you. Yeah. Okay, so actually someone has a question for you, Mr. Sir.
Okay.
It says, how involved has Alex been in the process? I wanted to give him an opportunity to answer this, because I feel like y'all will come for me if I try to answer this for him.
I've been highly encouraging you to get a dress. Brittany doesn't like wearing a dress, and then so I said you must get dressed. And
literally, I feel like we were this close to getting me like a white pantsuit, like.
And we were also this close to not getting a dress because we waited a little bit too long. I think I've been pretty involved with making sure that you have everything that you need. Like, hey, you gotta get your nails done, which
yeah,
we're still working on.
Today, I literally have an appointment today. But would you say like you had a say in kind of the stuff for planning it? Not keeping me on track, but like, do you think you had a say?
Oh, like planning?
Yeah.
No, not really. I think we sort of like all made a collective decision.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
We kind of all came together as a family.
I will say though, the wedding photographer reached out and was like, you can choose 3 different places in Paris to have your wedding photos, and I let him choose all but one. So
that, yeah, there you go. So that's one of the things where I've been involved. I chose the Eiffel Tower. It's cliche, and I'm romantic, and I'm a lover, so
yeah, okay.
We need to have that.
Short answer, yes. Yes, he did. Somebody asked, how much is the budget? Weddings be expensive.
This is the budget. This is the budget.
No, like I mentioned to you guys, like we had so many other things going on. Like we're still doing house remodeling stuff. So like we weren't even thinking about our wedding. And then whenever my family reached out and was like, we should do it here, we were like, okay, that's probably the most cost effective way that we're gonna do it, as opposed to having a wedding in the United States. You guys know that they literally just add like 3 3 zeros at the end of everything if it's the United States wedding. So we were like, cool, destination. We already have this vacation planned, so like we don't have to buy extra airline tickets or anything like that. So like we really didn't have a budget for it, but I think we made it as cost efficient as possible by just kind of working with what we had.
Really took that into consideration and we shopped local and we made sure
DIY stuff. Like me and my sister were doing my makeup. She's gonna do my hair because it's just a small intimate family wedding. And yes. Okay. Last question, we're gonna do 2 in 1. So they asked, how well have you known each other and when do you plan on having kids? Do you want
Met in college. Brittany and I actually got to work under the same department on campus. Yeah. And she actually hated me. You can kind of go back.
We have another video when we got engaged explaining this story.
So go search for that. Brittany and I just really had mostly like a working relationship, and we sort of came together whenever we had to do like events and stuff. And
yeah, we were friends at the end of it. But then essentially, to speed up this story real quick, whenever I moved to Florida a couple years ago, he was there. And that's when we kind of like rekindled our relationship and things like that. And then we started dating, and then I started my YouTube channel. So you guys have like seen him every step of the way since then. I think our first video was us going to New York together. When do we plan on having little Alexitos, as we like to call them?
Or Brittanitos.
He wants girls and I want boys.
But she wants boys.
When do we plan on having kids?
I think in a couple of years. I think we both have had this conversation. It's more about being ready to provide for others.
And we understand that's like, you're never going to be fully ready as a parent, but we're kind of in this era right now where it's like we're still very much into trying to build our careers, and we're in our selfish time right now, and we have it kind of mapped out to where we're gonna be selfish for a couple more years, and then whenever we feel like we've reached our goals and we just want to change kind of our pace of life, then I think that's when we're gonna entertain the idea of having kids. Because our thing is like, when we have our kids, that becomes number one. It's not us anymore, and so we want to make sure that like we do the most we can to get where we need to be, so that we can put all of that stuff second.
All of our energy, so we want to give all of our energies to our kids, and with that comes us being responsible and make sure that we have the time and have the energy to provide for them.
So you guys, that is the end of our Q&A, because as you know, we still have so much to do before we leave for Europe tomorrow. I want to thank you guys for asking your questions, and if you want to follow along kind of our Europe trip, I'm gonna try to be posting everything on Instagram, so definitely go follow me over there. And comment below if you want us to do like a wedding recap. I'm gonna try to do a wedding video, so let me know if you guys really want to see it. And yeah, we're just open to whatever you guys want to see.
We'll happily take post-wedding questions, or
so
what went well, what went bad.
Yeah, what do you what do you want to change? You guys, we will see you after we're married. You're supposed to like love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.